Everybody, welcome. I thought we'd do something different this morning. If you're here with us live, feel free to put that in the chat and let us know that you are here. And I will be monitoring questions from time to time on my other phone. Trying something new today. I got in a brand new patio garden bed from Epic Gardening. I ordered it myself. It's not a free product. I am an affiliate. I am excited about sharing this particular product with you. I've already pinned a link so that you can find that in the comments if you're interested in this bed. And as of right now, they're still on sale for $99. And that's a pretty good deal. So we're going to open up this box and we're just going to do this live, and I'm going to leave it on the channel. We're not going to edit the video. You're going to see what it really takes to put one of these garden beds together yourself. And be sure to put some comments in there if you have any or any questions. When I'm done or maybe halfway through, I'll check and see if we have any messages. We're just going to put this together live. Let's see if I can get this camera adjusted and we'll go. All right. And let me know if you're in the chat, if you can hear me okay and everything's going good. I'm going to also open it up on my phone here. Find my handy dandy tools. There's my box cutter. All right, all right, all right. See, I thought this would work good because I can stand down here. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And let's go watch this right now. Turn this down. All right, there we go. We got that open. We'll go ahead and open up the box here. The most painful part to watch me open the box because I'm clearly not an expert at this, but I'm getting better. I am getting better. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. So, inside the box here, we have the panels and we have a base. We've got, looks like some liner and the instructions. And our screws. Looks like we are back. Fantastic. So, again, we have our corner panels, our regular panels, the edging, our tools, a little bit of instructions. Let's see here. Paste the base on the floor with a clip and two parts together. All right, so let's do that. That looks like the way that goes, so that's good. And I plan to assemble this right here, so I'm going to go ahead and put that base in the right place so I don't have to move it when I'm done. All right. Now, remove the plastic, which this is always the troubling part, frustrating part sometimes. Maybe this morning, maybe today it'll be nice and easy. That was pretty simple. That's the easiest that's ever come off. Those back in the box. Hey, birdies, whatever you did, this plastic comes off so much easier now, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's pretty simple. If you're watching with us live, do you guys already have a Birdies bed? Let me know in the comments. Or if you're on replay, if you're checking this later, go ahead and put in hashtag replay. Let us know. That was very simple. All right. Put the edges, put the sides. It goes inside the base, it looks like. Is it inside or all the way on the outside? Ah, maybe a little too far on the inside there. Let's see. Ah, that's it. So it just sits on the outer lip here, okay? Let's go ahead and get ourselves our little screws. I think I'll move that camera in a little closer. Just that. We'll adjust that down there. Let me know in the comments. I think you guys can see that pretty good, huh? All right. Now, one thing that I particularly like with Birdies over the other brands is they have this pan head screw, so you don't need an extra washer, and they've got a locking nut, and so it doesn't require one more set of screws to deal with. And they've got this little tool, though I would say, I don't know if this tool I have from a different company would work. Might be a different size. Yeah, different size. I really like these kind of tools better. They're easy to hold on to than these, but it's not the end of the world. I have my little drill for tightening everything up. Let's go ahead and knock out getting these in, though. I did decide yesterday when I was putting a bed together, it makes sense to take a few minutes and separate the different parts. It goes a little faster, then you're not fighting with it when you're doing it. And I am pretty clumsy handed, so you guys can get some giggles from that. There's that end. Let's go ahead and do the other end. Oh. Ah. Okay, I found my first mistake. The corners are not the same. And I noticed that here. So I made a mistake here on this assembly. I put the pieces in the wrong order. This is the joy of learning and doing live. I did read that, but I wasn't paying attention. On the other beds, those corners are the same length. So that's okay. This will be easy enough to fix. And a good talking point for reading the instructions, Michelle. So. So take a look here, you can see this now. One side is long and one side is short for the curve. And so I'm supposed to be putting the two short sides together and then the long sides this way. And so this goes from here to here, and that's a lot longer. So let's try that one more time. once more with feeling. I don't have anyone moderating this morning, so if you have questions, just bear with me and I will get back to the chat in just a minute. Just looking here because it still doesn't quite feel right. Long leg, short leg. Short leg, long leg. I've assembled other beds, but not the patio bed before. So I'm just trying to make sure I do this right. There we go. There we go. That fits right. Now we are. Now we're cooking with gas. I'm looking one more time. In the corner. This should make for some good fodder later, I'm sure. Me trying to fiddle with this so much. All right. Just got to make sure you get that set on the base right. Now that I understand that, I'm good. And maybe by seeing this unedited, you'll have a little more patience with yourself when you're putting them together too. It's really easy when you're making something for YouTube to get everything edited out and nobody has to see your mistakes. But I prefer you understand where there are problem opportunities, problem points. Check the app here, see if anybody has any questions so far. All right, let's see here. Get logged in here. Good morning, Elizabeth. Yeah, it is, it can be damp outside trying to do these things out here. Good morning, glad you are with us. Try to see if we can get all the messages to show here. All messages. All right, fantastic. Now let's get this side. In here. Let's get my hands set up. I try to put the screws on the screw side and the nuts on the nut side here to make it go a little faster whenever I'm putting these beds together. Doesn't always work out faster. But sometimes it does. Let's see if we're back live. I'm not sure where that cut out. I am sorry about that. I have been fighting with my internet company, and so I apologize for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm not sure where that cut off, but basically what I said was I normally would do the top and then the bottom to sort of align everything. And now just stick my hand for my nuts in one hand and my screws in the other and wrap it up. And I missed two over there, so let's wrap this back around real quick. Let's get it set on the base here. That end's fitting and this end isn't, so I bet you I still have this wrong somehow. Isn't that delightful? Or you just pop it in. Hello. There we go. There we go. I just had to pop it in the base. All right. All right. Now, I'm going to see if I can gently bring you guys down here so you can sort of see what the inside of this looks like before I tighten everything up. I just didn't have it popped into the base. That was the problem. Now, the funny part here is when you go live from your phone, it's in selfie mode. So I'm going to try to be very gentle with you here. And I can't see what I'm showing you, so I'm trying to look from the stream. So here's what it looks like down inside. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Now let's find out what we need to do with that liner. I'll go ahead and tilt this and go ahead and make it top down right here. Trying to move slowly. Hopefully everything good here. All right, let's go see where this liner goes. Take all these extra pieces out. So I can only assume this goes on the bottom. There actually aren't instructions in there, but I assume this would go on the bottom to keep the soil from leaking out a little bit. But before we do that, I do need to finish tightening things up. So here we go. Let me pick it up and turn it around so I can do the rest. All right, so that is fully assembled. Let's slide it back into the little base here. Let's flip it around because it fit better the other way. There we go. Pop it in the base. Now, hello. See the joy of doing this stuff live, y'all? The joy of doing this stuff live. All right, now it's on its base. It doesn't fit perfectly in the base, which surprises me. Huh. You would hope that would fit perfectly, but I see how it's really off over here, which still makes me go back to wonder if I did something wrong on the sides. I may have to come back and investigate that again, because there's room on the ends, but it doesn't quite slide in the base. So I suspect I either needed to tighten it while it was still stuck inside the base, because it doesn't really give. But it is on the base. All right. I don't know what I think about that. Honest review. I thought that I did it the right way, short and short. The instructions say it could be off by a little bit, but it seems like it's off by a lot. It's going to be fine. I mean, the nice thing about this with this bottom is it's designed to be on the patio, so your dirt doesn't fall out and wash out. You can have it up on the patio. But I don't know why it doesn't fit within the base. And it did while it was loose, so maybe I need to loosen it up a little bit and pull the sides in. You know, push these sides in just a little bit. I don't know if it'll give it that much play though. All right, let's sit down and talk about this for a second. And I'll take your suggestions or questions if you have them. Let's throw this in here. Oh, I did not put the edge on yet. There's that. This is in the bottom. But, I mean, this is sitting on this side. And it's sitting in there. But it doesn't quite go in from this side. I said I was going to sit, but this is bugging me. I don't know how much room we have here. I don't think there's enough with the way the screw holes are that would move in that far. No. Okay, so maybe I've put it together wrong. Or not. All right, let's sit down for a second. Let me tell you what I like and what I'm going to double check. Pick all that up. Put that there. All right, all right, all right. Forgive me, this is going to have to tilt up a little bit. I'm going to try to go slowly. I like getting out here in the meadow while it's still early. Still nice and cool outside. All right. Yay. Yay. Fantastic. Oh, good. We still have some folks watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here live with us this morning. So, if you have questions, please throw them down in the comments. Positive so far is I really like that I could have this on the patio and not have dirt go out from under it. So we can have a nice little garden bed here up on the patio for some of our herbs and things that we might use on a regular basis. What I don't like is it's not fitting in the base, and I'm not sure, honestly, because I'm trying to do this live and pay attention. I'm not sure that I put all the pieces in the right places. So I'm going to have to go back and look at that myself also. So I'm going to see if I can see if you have any questions here in the chat. Let's see here. Where is the live chat? Live chat. All messages. All right, I don't see any other messages or questions coming in right this minute. If you're here with us live, just say hi down in the chat. We know you're here. If you don't have any questions, just put in no questions, and then I will wrap up my first impressions review of the patio garden bed. This is this again is from Birdies. Let's see. Oh, Wilma, thank you for your question. Wilma said, measure the sides and put a board across the top and level to see if they didn't mess up at the factory. No one is perfect. That is true, and they do, because it is a metal manufacturing piece. They said that the sides could be off by as much as 50 millimeters, which, of course, as an American, I have no idea how much that is. So feel free, if you guys know how much 50 millimeters is, to put that in the chat here, plus or minus 50 millimeters. It says align the bed on the base and lay the geotextile fabric evenly in the bed and fill. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. See, there's a long edge and a short edge on that curve, but it's not super obvious to me. And so maybe, just maybe, I did one of the panels wrong and it's throwing everything off. And so what I will do, Wilma, I love your suggestion. I also will probably come back and get a tape line. And I won't try to do it on this live because that would just be too fumbly. But I will try to get a tape line and measure that. So that's going to be my first tip. Make sure you get the right corners in the right place. It tells you which one's short and which one's long, but I have to tell you it's nominal. So, you know, maybe an inch or so. So I would probably do exactly like Wilma said, get a tape measure, measure it out, and then mark it before you start, or when you figure out which two are the short sides, because you're pinning the short sides together. When you pin those short sides together, go ahead and stick a screw in them when you figure out which one's the short and which one's the long. I did not, of all the tools I brought out here, I brought a whole little basket of tools so I'd be ready this morning. I did not think I would need a tape measure this morning. But okay, so aside from the fact that it was kind of fumbly figuring out the corners, this is cute. And this is going to look good here on the patio. And I mean, I am on live. I have fiddled with it. I have restarted twice, and we're still under 40 minutes and doing it live and messing with the camera. And so, and by myself, right? And so I think I always like to encourage people. A lot of people ask, like, why don't you have people help you? And from time to time, I do have folks who help me, but I really actually enjoy the process of creating it. Now, you may have seen my video yesterday where I was talking about drip irrigation, and I purchased a pre-assembled drip irrigation system. Well, that's kind of different. These garden beds, I like doing them by myself. I can see what's going on. I can touch them. But for that drip irrigation, if you didn't see that video, you should check it out from yesterday. It's world's fastest drip irrigation for raised garden beds. But I was able to assemble the whole thing because it comes mostly pre-assembled. It was about 5 minutes to do it. And I paid $125 for the system. You know, for the garden beds, I just like, no one at my home wants to be on camera with me, which is fine. I want to respect everybody's right to privacy. But at the same time, I really enjoy doing it by myself. And so, so I don't think that assembly time was bad at all. And the more of these that you put together, the better you will get. I mean, you don't have to have a yard full of garden beds like I do, but you know, you get better at it. I've worked on computers for years, and with computers, so I have carpal tunnel, probably a little bit of arthritis, and I have some grip strength problems. So it makes me kind of, I believe that our friends from Australia, hands, clacky hands, so I struggle with that, and I was this drill. I struggle to kind of line up the screws. So if you're super good at that stuff, you're going to go way faster than I went. Way faster than I went. I did put the link, if this is something that interests you, I did throw the link up there. You can go to michelleinthemeadow.com/patio. And if you have any more questions, please put them down in the chat. Let's see if there are any more. I'm going to type in here and make sure everything's still working. All right. And I have to say, I'm really happy with it, other than trying to figure out the corners. That to me is the worst part. And so I will do a second video about that and cover all of these individual points, because I want to make sure we share that. I'm going to figure out how to make sure which corner is right, because I think this makes a really cool thing. And if you're on somewhere, this would fit. This is, maybe I will go get the tape measure. I think this is about, not quite 5 feet, maybe 4 feet, 2 by 4, roughly, a 2 foot by 4 foot bed. Gives you 8 square feet of planting room. If you're planting greens or herbs or anything like that, that's a lot of room to grow in. And so you could really have a nice salad patch with one of these. I think that'd be kind of fun. This is actually for my wife, for some of her kitchen garden stuff. Now, we do have an Asian kitchen garden bed going up over there, so we'll probably have some duplicate items. Or maybe we'll have, because this gets shade in the afternoon, maybe we'll put our Asian greens in here so that it has the afternoon shade and doesn't get all the heat that the rest of the garden beds get. Well, this was a lot of fun. And if you want to watch more videos about what's growing on here in the garden, then you can absolutely stay with the channel, hit subscribe. What else is growing on? If you haven't registered yet to win a free garden bed, you should check out my website at michelleinthemeadow.com/win, WIN, because when I reach 5,000 subscribers, then I am going to do a giveaway, and we're giving away up to $400 worth of Birdies beds, and that's, or a Vigo bed, depending on where you live and what you want. And so check that out and be sure to register. And if you're subscribed to the channel, it's going to make it go faster, though that's not a requirement of the contest. You just have to watch a video, I think, is the only contest requirement. Let me see. I saw a couple more questions pop up over there. Let's see what they are. Elizabeth, thank you very much, Elizabeth, on that product information. The bed is 43 inches long, so that's just around 3.5 feet, just over 3.5 feet, 20 inches wide, so just over 1.5 feet. So 3.5 by 1.5 and 15 inches tall. All right. And Wendy Ray, welcome to the channel. You were very welcome for me sharing this experience. Would you guys, I have more garden beds that are coming, and I have all kind of things, always setting up a garden bed. Other than the problem that the live stream dipped out at some point, and I don't know how long we were offline. Is this something that you liked watching live, where you can see the reality of it? Because it's really easy when you're a YouTube creator. You know, we cut out some of the bad stuff, though I do tend to leave a lot of mine in, because I want you to have the real experience of it. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see me assemble other products or do other things live. A couple of ideas I had were maybe like Christmas gifts for gardeners. I thought that would be kind of fun to talk about the things that I love in the garden and maybe make some recommendations, and you all could chime in and make those recommendations too. So super, I'm really glad to have you all here with us today. I do have one more thing to show you, and I've shown this if you've been on a live before. I think I showed this on another live. I'm going to back the camera up while I do this though, so excuse me. Try to set it down gently. So we also have our new merch shop up. And so this is one of the first designs. This is the prototype design. And I have the new ones are up in the site. But if you are interested in any of our merch, let me fix this camera just a little bit. You can also go to our website at michelleinthemeadow.com and just click on that shop button. But this is my What's Growing On Gardener Sew. If you want to know more about what's growing on here in our Northeast Florida garden, you can check out this video next. And until next time, my friends, remember to drink plenty of water, wear that high quality sunscreen, and have a fantastic day.